Hello there! I'm Mad Mike. For those just joining me, welcome. For those joining me again, welcome back. Now, I'm not gonna deny, sometimes I like having just a little mindless entertainment once in a while. While blockbusters certainly are the kings of the movie world and often provide us with memorable, thought-provoking, and exciting entertainment, sometimes you just want to unwind and watch something a little silly and nonsensical once in a while. However, in order for a movie to be like that, it still needs to be entertaining. While not on the same standard as a blockbuster, of course, a bad movie can still be a good watch as long as it's entertaining. Whether it's entertaining from the amount of effort put in despite it being bad, or the lack of effort put in, or in some cases, both, a movie still has to keep you engaged in order to be enjoyed. This movie, I think, had some potential to be like that, but unfortunately just fell flat on its ass instead. The movie I'm reviewing today is Poseidon Rex. Directed by Mark L. Lester in 2013, Poseidon Rex is a monster flick involving a group of treasure hunters accidentally releasing an aquatic dinosaur from its slumber in Belize. The beast, of course, goes on a rampage, and it's up to our heroes to stop it. Definitely not the best setup for a blockbuster hit, but it can still pass as entertaining if everything is done well enough. It's not though, and we're going to be talking about why. This is Poseidon Rex. Let's review. So our film begins with a group of divers being held hostage by a man with a machine gun. Probably how the producers got everyone to star in this movie. Our main diver and character is named Jackson Slate, played by Brian Krause. He's being forced to find Spanish gold to pay off a debt, and it seems our mob sent its finest henchmen.
No one's ever found anything down there before. What makes you think you're any different?
Certainly wouldn't call him the finest actor, though. Oof. The divers head into the Great Blue Hole and begin placing explosives, which they will use to uncover the gold. Unfortunately, one of them must be a little too fast in the bedroom because he sets off the explosion before everyone is at a safe distance. Our titular monster makes quick work of the other divers and then goes after the other guy on the boat. Buddy, you clearly didn't have proper training. After all, you're not following rule number 96. Hey! Our unnamed henchman, of course, gets eaten, leaving Jackson stranded in the sea. But enough about that, let's have an upbeat song play. Wow, what's wrong? Not really a fan of that song? Well, you better get used to it. It's literally the only song they play. A new character is introduced, Sarah, played by Ann McDaniels. Besides being the movie's eye candy, she's also a marine biologist studying jellyfish. She goes to talk with a local boater named Henry, played by Bernie Velasquez, hoping to go out to sea for more research. But unfortunately, Henry is booked until the afternoon. We're then introduced to two of our monster chow, Rod, played by Stephen Helmkamp, and Jane, played by Candace Nunes. And it seems there's rough waters between these two.
So why did we spend a week on the mainland again?
You didn't like the Mayan ruins?
No, I liked it. It's just 7 days of non-stop hiking. It's not my idea of vacation.
You helped me plan this trip.
Oh my god, Rod. Just because I helped plan the trip doesn't mean I meant for us to enjoy ourselves. Jeez, get with the program. Turns out, Henry's clients are these two, as Henry brings them out to Blue Hole for some snorkeling. Jane seems a little hesitant on the idea, but I'm sure some music will cheer her up.
Turn on some music there, brother.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hate this song.
After swimming through the stock footage for a bit, Ron and Jane come across the unconscious body of Jackson. And instead of trying to break him back to the boat first, or having one of them stay behind and make sure he doesn't drown, they just leave him and flag down Henry to take care of it.
We'd probably better get him to a hospital.
No hospital.
We can take him back to our place.
Well, shouldn't a professional come and look at him?
I know someone we can call.
The Ghostbusters? Well, we shouldn't worry about that now. We need to introduce our local crime boss, Tariq, played by Gilden Roland. And, to be honest, I kinda nickname him this movie's Leprechaun. Why? Because he's so obsessed with Jackson bringing him the gold.
Tariq told me to tell you, come back with the gold or don't come back at all.
Where is Tariq's money?
Where is my gold?
I want me gold. I want me gold. I want me gold. I want me gold.
Also, yes, I do plan on reviewing Leprechaun at some point. We then go back to our main characters, including Sarah, who is the expert that Henry mentioned. Jackson spills the beans on why he was out there after they discover a Spanish doubloon in Jackson's wetsuit. Interested in the gold, Henry, Sarah, and Rod all agreed to join Jackson. Rod especially seems excited. Just listen to that enthusiasm.
I care about the gold.
Yes, me too.
Rod,
Count me in.
So everyone gets ready to leave except for Jane, who doesn't seem too keen on the whole treasure hunt idea.
I think that you need to calm down, change your mind, and come with us. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
no, Rod. I want us to stay together. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and you can have your little adventure on your own. Look, if you go on that dive, I'm gonna be really upset.
Wait, you weren't upset already? Of course, Rod ditches her ass to go looking for treasure. However, Tariq's men have spotted them and decide to head them off at the pass.
I hate that cliche.
Unfortunately for them, our dino shows up, eager for a snack. And just a tip, maybe instead of flinging the gun around nonchalantly, try aiming at a weak spot. Also, somehow our heroes don't see any of this going on, but do stumble upon a shipwreck. That is, if you want to call a shipwreck a couple of life jackets, a buoy, some blue container, a napkin, a ball, and... Is that a container of mustard? Well, they don't have much time to investigate. The Coast Guard shows up to question them on everything that's been going on so far, thinking they have something to do with it.
Don't play dumb with me. That boat of yours had a registered dive out of the hole at 9 this morning.
Perhaps Potter and his friends were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Our Coast Guard boys then try to claim they caused the damage and attacked people by showing them a severed arm, which Sarah points out that they couldn't have done because it looks like it was ripped off by something with teeth. Also, supposedly, Tariq has police under his finger, so wouldn't it make more sense to investigate him first? I feel like he's a more likely suspect. Our heroes convince the Coast Guard to let them go to Blue Hole like they originally planned. Along the way, we cut back to check on Jane and...
Got me hypnotized. There's just something about you, girl.
Jane is then approached by two gentlemen who are hosting a party on a boat nearby. Jane, of course, says yes. That's right, I'll get back at my boyfriend for trying to have fun, get rich, and enjoy himself by cheating on him and breaking his heart. That'll teach him.
What a pisser.
Our group finally makes it to Blue Hole. When they get there, though, Rod begins to show some hesitation.
You know, Jax, I'm not really one to back out of things, ever. But I think it'd be a good idea to keep a man on board and, keep an eye on things, make sure you guys are safe while you're down there diving.
Look, man, I know I'm just a lamb for slaughter in this movie. I just want to delay it as long as possible. They go down to not only discover the gold, but also find some eggs. They take one to the surface and head back, with Jackson joining Sarah in investigating the egg.
This has all the traits of being some kind of dinosaur. An ancestor, maybe? I don't know.
You mean like the extinct kind?
No, the kind you see every day walking out of Starbucks. What the hell kind of other dinosaur is there? Wanting a closer look, Sarah breaks open the egg and takes out the baby, who doesn't seem to be happy about being extracted.
I'll bite your legs off!
They manage to stuff the baby into a fridge. Meanwhile, we go back to see how Jane's doing. Ugh, enough with this song!
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more!
Apparently our monster is getting tired of that song too, as it attacks the boat, knocking Jane into the water and then proceeding to eat everyone else it can get its claws on. We then cut back to Sarah and Jackson, who become surrounded by Tariq and his men. Sarah is taken hostage while Tariq demands to know where his gold is.
It's in the fridge.
Nothing, Mama!
They escape as Tariq and his men are seemingly killed. Rod gets Jane out of the water, but it seems as if she is dead. Maybe, I don't know, she's still breathing after all. Everyone decides to go off and kill the dinosaur, which Sarah now gives a name.
Wait, what'd you call it?
Poseidon Rex, king of the ocean. Just like the T-Rex was king of the land, T-Rex ruled the sea.
Okay, Poseidon Rex is fine, but please don't keep calling it P-Rex. It sounds lame. Poseidon Rex shows up, and to our hero's luck, they can actually aim properly. But unfortunately, bullets don't seem to do much.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. If you shoot him, you'll just make him mad.
Why was he even in a separate boat? I mean, in this situation, he'd be kinda useless. Jackson manages to fend it off using a harpoon, and everyone gets back to shore. Everyone seems to have left, as the town looks deserted. For about a minute, before being crowded again as Poseidon Rex shows up. Guess everyone was on lunch break.
This is the one place we're safe. I mean, T-Rex ruled the water, not the land.
Sure about that?
That baby was doing pretty good when he was in your lab earlier. I think you should be worried.
Son.
Oh my god.
Bruh, this will look so good on my Twitter page. Also, if he's recording with a phone, why does the lens look like a video camera here?
Huh, that is a good question. I don't know.
Jackson manages to distract Poseidon Rex while Sarah and Rod start the car. However, before they can go...
Hey! Tariq, you're, alive?
No thanks to you, Slade. Where is my gold?
Have I mentioned that I want the gold?
Give it a rest, dude. There are more pressing issues here. Like this. Okay, so for the sake of everyone, I'm just gonna sum up the next 10 or 15 minutes quickly, because the movie really drags on in the final act. Here we go. They run off from Poseidon Rex for 5 minutes. Yeah, seriously, 5 goddamn minutes. Come across a military base, signal for help using an SOS and radio, stay behind and rest. Sarah and Jackson dry hump on a bed, military gets their message and decides to bomb the island, and they now have to get off the island and lure Poseidon Rex away so that the airstrike doesn't have to cause any damage to the island. Woo! Yeah, honestly, my summary does a better job than this movie. Because what they could have done in 5 minutes, they do in 15. In an hour and 20-minute movie. Anyway, Jackson flies a plane overhead to get the attention of Poseidon Rex, while Rod and Sarah try to get away on a boat. That goes about as well as you'd expect. I'll give Rod credit. He lasted longer than most of his character types in this kind of movie. The Air Force manages to land a hit, but unfortunately it's not a fatal blow.
Just a flesh wound.
Looks like it's up to Sarah to deliver the coup d'etat.
Not a good time to lose one's head.
Oh, indeed.
That's not the way to get ahead in life.
No.
It's a shame he wasn't more headstrong. He'll never be the head of a major corporation.
Okay, that'll do.
Okay.
Hey there.
You're alive.
Why wouldn't he be? Not like his plane was damaged or shot down or knocked down or anything like that. Well, it doesn't really matter. It looks like these two can live happily ever after. But wait, aren't they forgetting something? Oh yeah! Sequel bait for a sequel that's never gonna happen. I mean, I wasn't exactly expecting much from a movie called Poseidon Rex, but even then, this still falls flat. The special effects aren't terrible, hell I've seen far worse, but they still are poor, and even if the effects were good, the movie is still dragged down by abysmal acting, a weak script, and a climax that just drags on for way too long. If you just want to relax and enjoy a dumb flick, I wouldn't recommend this one. It's a film that's definitely at the bottom of the food chain. Thank you for joining me on this review. Till the next film, farewell.